Hey everyone, how is it going? It is your pal Sal here, and today we are continuing the Kylie Minogue weekend discography journey because we are listening to her fourth studio album, which is called Let's Get To It. So this album was released on October 14th of 1991. It is very soon, I believe, next year, it will be celebrating its 30th anniversary. Crazy. And this album did spawn 4 singles, which include Word Is Out, If You Were With Me Now, Give Me Just a Little More Time, and Finer Feelings. So with this album, the only song I do know is Give Me Just a Little More Time. Why I know this one, I don't know. I think it's included on some Greatest Hits album, I'm not sure. I probably heard it in the passing in Spotify, but I can't distinctly pick it out. But in doing my research, what I found out about this album is that, first off, this is the album I think I hear about the least from Kylie fans. I never see anyone being like, this is my, this is my favorite album. But also, this is Kylie's least successful album, which is a little sad. It seems that it drew a lot of mixed reception, but what's crazy is that it literally is her least successful album, according to the internet, still to this day. So, you know what, considering it her fourth is her least and she's got X amount after this, I think she's fine. But this is also her last album with the label PWL. They have been the heavy influencers in the last 3 albums. And I think Kylie, from what I read reading, her and PWL and Kylie were just, they were on their way out, and this was the last product. So I don't know how to feel about this one because I really don't know much. What I know of Give Me Just a Little More Time, it doesn't, I'm not, pumped for this one right now, but I am intrigued. I guess without further ado, we're going to get started with track number 1, which is called Word Is Out. So without further ado, here we go. I like these backing vocalists. I like the vocal effects on her voice. That sound, for some reason, reminds me of the thing from the Goosebumps theme. That could just be me. But. Who's that? Oh, I like him. So I didn't dislike this one a lot. It was catchy. I definitely see its potential as a single. I know that this album, according to the internet, it uses a little bit of New Jack Swing, that sounds very much like this. However, the song just did feel a tad bit underwhelming. It started picking up momentum, and I did enjoy the momentum. And I did like the guy, whoever was singing there. He's not featured, probably because, again, it was just more backing vocals, but he was really good. I liked his voice. Yeah, I don't know. It's catchy, but I feel like this is just it just feels a little underwhelming for Kylie. You know what I mean? I feel like she's, not that this material is bad, but, I will put a like next to it because I'm curious to listen to it again and see if I get in a vibe for it. I think you gotta be in the perfect vibe for this one, and I don't think I was there. Track number 2, again, the only song I know, Give Me Just a Little More Time, so here we go. I didn't remember that. I was thinking as I was going on, I was like, I really love that this song sounds like an old Motown song. Like, I think that's really cool. So I was like, you know what I thought in my head? I was like, you know, knowing this is Kylie, and this has such that, you know, Motown style, I was like, is this a cover? And lo and behold, it is. It is. It's not... Yes, it is. Oh my god. So, it's a cover by, and I'll tell you why I said that in a second, but it's a song by Chairman of the Board. I'm not familiar with them, but however, the producers of the song were Holland Dozer Holland, who I know because I was at least 5 feet away from them because I went to the premiere of their musical, The First Wives Club. Fantastic songwriting. They do songwriting too, but they're only credited as producers on here. But, this song, it's a pleasant song to listen to. Kylie, I like her vocal performance in this. It's very front in the mix. She sounds very passionate in it, so I do enjoy that. Is this one that I seek out regularly? No. I remember there was a few months ago, there was like a Kylie album Instagram thing where you say what your favorite song is, and again, with my limited knowledge, I did know a song off of each album. Did I know a lot of the albums? No, but I think for Kylie, for this album, I had to put this song because it was the only one I knew. And someone was like, "That's one of the worst songs she's ever recorded," and I was like, "I'm sorry." So I do like this song, but again, I don't really regularly seek it out. Track number 3, Too Much of a Good Thing.
We're gonna do it. Let's get to it.
I like that. We're gonna do it. Let's get to it. Oh, because it's the title. Wow. Oh. This reminds me of that Paula Abdul song where it's like, here we go, love song number 9. I can't remember how that one goes or what that song is called, but here we go. Okay, you know, I feel like this track had a lot of potential, and I felt like it got a little wasted. There were some cool parts. I did like that beginning part, but here's something I noticed right away. It was when it was the verses. It was mostly the backing vocalist, and then Kylie appeared like towards the end of the final phrase, and I was like, oh, that's a little weird. I mean, I guess it's different, so that's cool, but I was like, I didn't know why. And then the chorus, like, yeah, this one was just a little odd for me because it felt just weird. And then there was like the whole part, it wasn't even the middle, but it was like in between the middle and the end, where it was just then this instrumental breakdown, I would say, but I was like, the problem with this song for me, and not every song has to do this, it does not, but there was absolutely no build to me. We started at one level and we ended at the same level. There was no, up and downs. So this one is, it's all right. Track number 4, Finer Feelings. This I'm liking. I'm liking this. Ooh! Okay. A good life. Not a good man, a good time. Oh, this sounds familiar. This sounds familiar. Ooh. Okay, so Finer Feelings, I feel like I know I've heard this before. I must have heard it sometime in passing in my Kylie fandom, but this is like the first time I've sat through and I've listened to it. And I gotta say, Finer Feelings is a really good R&B track. I think it shows you a little bit of the direction we're heading with the next album. And granted, I only know Confide in Me from the next album, but this is definitely a precursor to that. Lyrically, it's just about, love is pointless unless it's something more than just love, like a puppy love. It's like a real love. What's love without those finer feelings? But it has like this dark and mysterious tone to it. Again, foreshadowing where I know we're headed, at least with the next album single. So I did actually really enjoy this. I put a like next to it because I listened to it again. We got some nice, deep, sultry vocals from her on here, so I did like that. So this one is so far the biggest standout of the album. Track number 5, If You Were With Me Now, which is a duet with Keith Washington. I don't know him, but let's hear Keith. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Oh! Wait, his voice sounds so familiar. Good fortune passes me by. Oh, Keith! And you were my guiding light when we said goodbye. How different would the world be now? If only we had worked it out somehow. What kind of fools are you and I? There would be stars up in the sky if you were with me now. If loving you is right, then turn back the hands of time. I'll do anything to make you mine. There's nothing that I wouldn't do. I could make you feel my love for you if you were with me now. Alrighty, so that's already getting a like because I actually really did thoroughly enjoy that. Let me tell you something, I am a sucker for a 90s power ballad. I mean, I do consider my two favorite singers to be Celine Dion and Mariah Carey. So this this does sound like something that Celine would have gotten her hands on if she had gotten the chance. This was gorgeous. It did sound a little, because it did remind me a bit of like, Celine and Celine's, Beauty and the Beast. That it did sound like a Disney song. I could definitely see this with a Disney movie, but I'm here for that. I love a good Disney power ballad too. So I love this. Keith's vocals were absolutely lovely. I looked him up. So from what I gather, his Wikipedia page is actually really short. Out of all the songs that his biggest hit, it seems, was Kissin' You. I'm sure if I heard it, I might know it, but as it stands, I don't know it at the top of my head. But lovely singer, loved him. He and Kylie really did well together. And according to the Wikipedia page for this, they didn't meet until they filmed the music video because they both recorded their voices separately, which reminds me a lot of how Cher and Peter Cetera's After All is recorded. They recorded it separately. They've never even performed it together. So that's crazy. Have they performed this together live? It does not say. I mean, I hope they did. That would be nice. But I did like this a lot, and it was kind of different in context to everything else on the album. But I'm not going to complain at a 90s power ballad. Track number 6, the title track, Let's Get To It. Oh. I like how that, I like that vocal. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, so let's get to it. I really want to like, but I just have a couple of problems. Number one, this song is almost 5 minutes long, and honestly, for no reason. I know someone commented on the last video, and they were like, you know, it's kind of funny, and I don't think they were being, how I read it, but it's funny how Sal was like, this song is too long, when by, in a sense, standards, they're kind of short for the time. And I was like, you know what, fair enough, I know, I've seen, well, granted, that's more 70s, but, you know, 12-minute long, you know, disco cuts and stuff like that. But I believe that if a song is long and it can be worth it, like, for instance, when we get to the next album, Kylie Minogue's Confide in Me, I do know the full album cut with that long-ass intro. I wouldn't change it. I think it's absolutely perfect. It builds momentum, and you never want to turn it off. With some of the stuff I'm hearing, and a little bit on what I heard on Rhythm of Love, I'm just like, for the love of God, can we get an edit? Streamline this so it's a little more quick and cohesive. I really did love the chorus. There was a part where she sounded gorgeous, like where the note kind of hopped a bit. Went up, I guess is the correct term, but I like to use hopped it, like hopped up. And I was like, ooh, that's pretty. But the chorus was the only good part about this. Everything else to me was just like, oh my God. Let's get crack-a-lackin'. Let's get to it. And I was like, can we get to something? Like, you know what I mean? I get it, it's the vibe of this type of sound, and I do enjoy this sound, because I'm going to talk about what this album does remind me of a lot towards the end, but I'm a little sad. I'm sad. I feel like, I'm sorry if I'm angering anybody, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. So far this just ain't completely it. Track number 7, Right Here, Right Now. Oh my, are we gonna get a build up? Oh, this is housey. We're getting house. Oh. Why does this sound like the strings in Gangster's Paradise? I don't even know those are strings, but that sound. My God. Ow! My God. So this song reminded me a lot of at least it's not strings. I don't know what the exact word is. I feel like if they were using like a live orchestra, that part would be strings. But the bum 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 reminded me of Gangster's Paradise by Coolio, which features LV. However, with this album coming out in 91, Gangster's Paradise didn't come out until 95. However, I did also just learn just now through the magic of the internet that the song samples a Stevie Wonder song, Pastime Paradise, which is where that bum, bum. But according to Wikipedia, Let's Get To It does not sample that, so I guess that's not where it came from. It says that it has an uncredited sample from a song called Are You Gonna Be There? I don't know that song. But as dance tracks go, I just feel like Kylie is a little better. Like, I feel like you know a Kylie Minogue dance song, and this just didn't cut it. It felt underwhelming. Like, oh my God, I feel bad. I mean, you know, maybe a couple of re-listens we'll see, but I didn't love it. Track number 8, Live and Learn.
That's a big mistake. True to your heart. And even if it breaks, you got to love another day, find another way. Take a little time, and you can find the one thing. Don't forever alone. Oh, live and learn.
I didn't hate this one. I didn't love it. I don't think I'm going to put a like to it. But I did like its message. Life is all about living and learning, and about the mistakes, and you learn from them. Like, so lyrically, I did enjoy it. Song-wise, production-wise, I just didn't feel like it lived up to the anthem that this could have been. I feel like could have been an anthem, and I just felt like I got an album track. Oh God, this sucks. Not the album, but the fact that I'm not liking this as much as I would like to. But yeah, yeah. Track number 9, No World Without You.
The sweet perfume of flowers and bloom.
We're getting a guitar ballad.
Remind me of you. Friend, there's no world without you. This can't. Would I hold back? Or would I say there's no world without you? I miss you, my friend. There's no world without you.
You know what? I am going to give this one a like for the sake that we have never gotten just a Kylie and guitar moment on an album. So I think it deserves a like for that. This song, it reminds me, I've heard a song and I can't, bum, bum. It reminds me of something and I can't think of what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it reminds me of, but I did enjoy this. Lyrically, I was kind of like, no, Kylie, I'm like, there's a world without him, don't you worry. But, so it did get a like for the sake of, being the guitar ballad-driven thing, but it was just kind of okay. I'll listen to it a couple more times. It was sweet. I'll give it that. It was very sweet. Track number 10, the final track of the standard edition of the album. It's called I Guess I Like It Like That, and yes, I can see that it is 6 minutes and 4 seconds. So let's hope that I'm going to close my eyes and I'm going to hope it makes it worth it.
I guess I like 'em like that.
I guess I like it like that. What is this sample? What is that song called? I Guess I Like It Like That samples. Get ready for this, and oh my God, I can't even. Hang on, let's just keep it going.
Come on, let's go.
I'm not gonna lie, I did enjoy that, and I'm gonna put a like next to it. Now here's a couple of things. Was this even really a song at the end of the day? I don't know. It felt like a million different things bounced into one. Was Kylie even really a part of it? I don't know. What an interesting piece. Oh my God, this has its own Wikipedia page. Wow. So apparently this was a promotional single as well. I mean, I could see this. Oh, there is an edit. Thank God. I could see this popping off in a club. I really could. It put a smile on my face, and I think that was its only goal. It was bizarre. That was that was a lot of things. But you know, they did the damn thing, and it got my attention, which is something I can't say a lot of the songs on this album did. So you know what? I'll give it up to. I guess I like it like that. It popped off, but bizarre. I just found that whole experience bizarre. Okay, so we are now on to the bonus tracks of this album. There are 4, and some of them are like edits, and one is regarded as a remix, but from what I was gathering, it's not really a remix, but it is, but you know, we'll just get the drift. These are the 4 that are included on the 2015 special edition. These songs have not been on here before, so that's why they're the ones. They're not remixes of a song that we already heard. So we begin with track number 11, Say the Word, I'll Be There. Aww.
If you're deep in the jungle, boy,
Oh wait.
caught in a winter storm. If you're lost in the wilderness, can't tell the east from west, just feeling second best, I'll set you free. Say the word, I'll be there to give you love and care. There's nothing I wouldn't do. There's nothing I wouldn't do.
Okay. Say the Word, I'll Be There was nice. I'm gonna put a ballad to it. I'm gonna put a like to it. However, it's not really above and beyond ballad. I've heard this kind of before. It's all right. I did enjoy it, and I did find it pleasant to listen to. So I'm gonna give it a couple more re-listens, but I just feel like I've heard better, a little better material from Kylie. Track number 12, this is called Do You Dare, and it is the NRG edit. That's the version that's on the reissue. So here we go, Do You Dare. You know, I could see how someone would genuinely like this song. It's a fun dance, clubby song, and I love those, don't get me wrong, but I'm over this right here, right now, at this stage of the game in the album. I mean, I know this is a bonus track, but I was just like, okay, I get it. Do you dare? I'm so sorry. I know the Kylie fans are gonna kill me, but yeah, I'm just over this. I'm this clubhousey thing. I love it. Don't get me wrong, there's some great clubby house songs. I love that genre, but I don't know, I'm not feeling this. This song didn't feel like it had its own identity. It felt like it was, granted, this is a remix edit type thing, I'm not sure, but I'm not feeling it. Track number 13, Closer. I don't think this is the song I'm thinking it is, but there is a Kylie song where it's like closer and closer. I don't think it's this one though, but here we go. I think you already know how I feel. This just felt a little generic. The was interesting. I'll give it that. I get it. She's closer. You know, it's sex. You know, woohoo. The song I was thinking of, the other song that's called Closer, is actually a song off of Aphrodite. I just looked it up because I do know a couple songs from Aphrodite, and my favorite Kylie song is actually on Aphrodite. But we'll get to that when that day comes. But no, I don't. I'm over it. Track number 14, the final track. Keep on Pumpin' It, the Angelic remix edit. From everything I was finding, it's all labeled under Angelic remix. So this is it. Here we go. This sounds kind of epic. Oh! Hang on. Is this... I'm pumping it up. What did they say? Oh. You know, this was played in the clubs, fine, cool, whatever. This is not a Kylie Minogue song. Again, bonus track, I get it. But she was barely on here. I maybe heard her like for out of the, how long is this song? How long? 4 minutes and 5 seconds. I maybe heard her for a good 30 seconds, and that's being generous. Yeah, I'm done with that. No like there. Okay, guys, so we finished Kylie Minogue's 4th studio album, Let's Get To It, and I am so sorry to any of the Kylie Minogue fans who I may anger right now, but I genuinely did not like this album whatsoever, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying Kylie's a bad artist. I'm not even really saying this is a bad piece, per se. I'm not saying it's very good. This was just, as a whole, it was a very... It's not even a confused album, it's just a very lackluster album. I feel like there was no momentum that was built whatsoever in it. It just felt uninteresting compared to the other ones. And I know I've said that, you know, before there wasn't a lot of variety in at least the first and third, and the second one I did like a little more. But with this one, I just felt like there was no direction. I felt very confused most of the time. I don't feel like any of the songs really had strong lyrics. Just didn't... Nothing grabbed my attention. I think that's the main problem with this album, is that there really isn't... there's not really a hit in it. There's not really a direction. It just felt like a bunch... Oh, God. Poor Kylie. I mean, let's go through. So the songs that I did like. Word Is Out I gave a like because I felt like being generous. And I think after a couple listens I will like that one. But then Finer Feelings, If You Were With Me Now, No World Without You, and I guess I like it like that. I gave it because it was just bizarre and it deserved to be recognized. And Say the Word, I'll Be There. So we had 14 tracks on here. And I didn't give me just a little more time alike because I already knew it, but we'll count it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 out of 14. That's not even half. And one of them is kind of just like a iffy one. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I guess the sounds that it uses, I don't hate any of these sounds, but I just did not feel like they were used effectively on here. So it says that it's like the sounds it uses dance, pop, hip hop, new jack, swing, and house, which is all there, but it just felt very ill-used. They were like, this is a thing, I guess we can do it, let's try it. Oh, poor Kylie. I do feel bad. I really do. And while I had the camera off for a second, I did look. I was like, I'm going to look up Kylie. I'm just going to click one. Kylie Minogue studio albums ranked. Guess which is the lowest album on her discography? It's Let's Get To It. I get why. I just feel bad. I just feel like there was absolutely no direction on here. It was just so, you sit here the whole time and you're like, And I was going to say that this album did remind me in a sense of Bedtime Stories by Madonna. And now I wouldn't say that now. But I was thinking, I was like, well, maybe this is like the type of album where the first time you listen to it, you're kind of like, eh. And then the second time, it's like a little better. But then I was like, you know, at least Bedtime Stories had structure. And granted, I don't consider Bedtime Stories one of my favorite Madonna albums, even though I've really grown to like it since I reacted to it on here. This one, yeah, I barely even remember how some of these songs went. So I do feel bad, and I'm so sorry. If this is your favorite album, tell me why you, sorry, there's a train coming, why you enjoy this album. Like, what about this, like, I've been there. I like a lot of artists, least favorite albums of the fan base, so I get it. So I'm curious as to why you like this one. But yeah, I don't think this one's gonna get a whole lot of replay value out of me. I didn't really enjoy it. I'm excited for tomorrow when we get to talk about Kylie Minogue 1994. But yeah, this one I kind of just, I really honestly don't even want to re-listen to the whole thing. I might just put the songs I liked on my phone and call it a day. But yeah, yeah, I'm so sorry. So let me know why you guys enjoyed this one, if it's one of your favorites or if it's one of your least favorites, if you're kind of like me, if you're kind of just over it. Let me know. As always, do not forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram, and to any of the Kylie Minogue fans that want to murder me after this, I'm still going to keep going with the journey, and I know that I know that we're going to build up after this, so if this is the first one you saw, I suggest maybe watching the first 3 videos and of the first 3 albums and see. I do enjoy those, so please don't judge me! So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Again, I'll see you tomorrow for Kylie Minogue 1994. Word is out that Sal did not like this album all very much, so let's get to the next one. That's all I gotta say. Bye, guys.